to Next Level Board Games, and today we're going to unbox The Dark Quarter, a game by Van Ryder Games and Lucky Duck Games, and this is a game for 1 to 4 players. So let's see what's inside. Also, this game requires an app for you to be able to play. So, all right, let's see what's inside. Oh, okay. All right, here's the rule book. It's not super big. Ooh, I love the icon reference in the back. Okay. So the components, like some about the game, setup, team inventory. I was gonna say, I think this is a co-op game. And then player characters. Okay, so like your player stuff and then how you play, some of your skills and things. Specifics about cards and concepts. Okay. And then, oh, the flow of the gameplay. Okay, so some introductory stuff first. Okay. And then, oh, there's a decent amount in here. This is a little bit of reading. Okay. Cooperation. Okay. Looks like, so the entire book is for that. It's not, there's nothing about solo play. So it's pretty much the whole thing. So it's about 21 pages. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. So that's going to take a little bit of reading to get through. And then let's see, we've got some tokens here. We've got like some lamp posts and I don't know what these are. They're like little chevrons, but I'm not exactly sure. They must go on the game board somewhere. There's all different types. Let me pop these out and show you what they look like. I'm sure they have different meanings. Or maybe they're based on like player color? That could be too. Okay, so here's these. And we'll see if those are based on like player color or what that is. So there's those. And then we've got a bunch of people and some like little like maybe pins for maps on the board or something. And then a couple other different little characters. Some interesting symbol, but in 2 different colors. Same symbol, but 2 different colors. These might be like currency, because there's 2 different colors and 2 different sizes, and that's something you would often see. So maybe that's what that is? Not exactly sure. Oh, experience tokens. Okay, so these are experience tokens. So I'm not sure why the different size and color, but maybe that's growing over time. And then you can see a whole bunch of characters. Maybe these are people you're going to run into along your investigating. So there's those. And then let's see here. The board. The city board. Okay, and then the city board. So it's kind of dark. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's pretty dark. But there's a ton of detail like into the city, but it's all very small and kind of dark. So I have no idea how we'll use this other than this is like highlighted here. So there's that. I'll put this over here. And then here are our player boards. Oh, these are really nice. So, wow, they're super thick. Do they open? No, they're just that thick. Wow, those are really thick. Those are like probably twice as thick as most of the ones you'll see. And they are dual layered. I keep thinking they're going to open, but it doesn't look like it. So there's definitely something you can put here and then things we're going to track here. And these are sort of the same 4 colors that we were seeing in those little chevrons. And then I noticed on the back is sort of like a description of that particular character. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I noticed the shapes appear even different. Oh, how interesting. They're all slightly unique. Okay. And these may be the colors because I see purple, the green, the red, and then yellow. So that may be player colors and stuff as well. Okay, so there's those. And then a very interesting, I wonder, maybe some of the tokens are going to have to go in here, I guess, or something. Super interesting insert here. Huh. Oh, I see. Here we go. Hold on. That pops up like that. So there's stuff that's going to go in here, and then this will hold it in place. Does this one have similar? No. This is just for this. Okay. Okay, so that's interesting. So then, whoa, huge caricature here. So I'm going to assume this is the bad guy coming after us. And his base is huge. So he's a big dude. Look how, like, on the board. He's pretty good size. So there's that. And then, let's see, we got a bunch of dice. Some cool dice. These are humongous dice. So these have got to be player dice. There's 2 of each color. Yeah. Okay. So this is definitely going to be the player colors. The purple, red, yellow, green. So here's our dice. These are huge dice. Really cool looking. So there's those. And you can already see a nice insert, like a little spot for everything. And then we've got, looks like some of the players. Probably the 4 players here. Oh yeah, I can see their names. JP, Junior, etc. So there's those. Probably not the easiest to see. They're kind of a beige color, like a tan. There's those. They all have a square bottom. Let's see. That was lucky. Okay, and then definitely another bad guy. Oh, so 2 more bad guys. Oh, this guy's got a skull on his walking stick. It's the details there. It's just very small. So I'll show you these. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a decent amount of detail if you get up really, really close. So it's hard to hold them straight. So there's those, some of the bad guys we're gonna run into for sure. And then got some, oh my gosh, a bunch more stuff. Okay, some really big cards. So these are location cards. Like there's a number 100 on the back, which makes me think maybe there's 100. Maybe? I don't know, I can't tell. Oh no, that's a 1. Okay, so 1, and then it goes to 45, I guess. Is that right? Gosh, it seems like a lot more than that. Nope, that's right. Okay, so there's 45. But it seems like a lot more because of that. So anyway, these look like these. So these are locations. I'm assuming you're going to be told to go to different locations. And so I'll just show you what some of those look like. Hopefully I'm not spoiler alerting anything. Oh, that's cool, the Ferris wheel. And I can see they have like names in the corner and things like that. So here's all these. Lots of interesting information and graphics on these. Okay. So there's those. I was going to say maybe it fits there, but it doesn't. Not exactly. Okay. So there's that. Maybe this goes on the side or something. And then we've got some more dice. So these might be like battle dice or something, although they're also kind of color coordinated. Yeah, there's 3. So probably 3 of these for each person as well. They're smaller and they're definitely used for something different. I just don't know what. So the first ones I showed are main dice. These are effort dice. So you have 2 of one type and 3 of the other. Okay. But they're color coordinated, so that's nice too. And then I got, oh, a bunch more. Oh my gosh. Keep finding little things, more things hidden. And we got some cubes. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen cubes this small. These are skill cubes. There's red and yellow. Actually, oh, everybody has some. Okay, sorry. There's every color. Every player color. Oh, the purple are beautiful. Let me see here. These are like half the size that you normally see these. So I wonder, oh, because they're going to go on our player boards. I see. So I'll show you how small they are. They almost seem like candy. And then if I were to try to put it on this board, put them in here. Obviously, that's not how you do it, but there's them fitting in the dual layered board. It's a good fit. So there's that. Okay. Then, oops. Well, that's going to be fun to find later. Okay. Then, let's see here. Oh! It finally happened! Okay, so there's a thing. Pay attention. Okay, cards. I'm going to go buy some cards. Let's see here. I think I will. Okay, let's see here. Oh, how interesting these. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm like, these all have QR codes. I thought it was an advertisement. No, it's because that's how the game works. Okay. Oh my gosh, all these cards have these cool ass skulls on the back. So here's this. This is the back of the card. That's really cool looking. And then on the other side is different, I mean, I'm gonna guess objects we can find. And then this is where the app's going to come into play, right? We're going to scan that and it's probably going to tell us like what it can do. Although there is some writing on the bottom, but I'm going to assume that there's extra information. So that's very cool. Ooh, I like that one. Walking around, running into money. Okay. And then let's see. Wow, that's a big stack of cards. But there's room underneath of it too. How interesting. There's all kinds of little hidey hoes. Let's definitely go there. Okay. And then we've got these ones. Let's see. Oh, what are these? Those were called consumable cards. Okay. So objects. These are story cards. We've got almost like a door knocker on the back. That's what it makes me think of. And then And again, QR codes. So we're probably going to learn more about them like that you can't really see here. And then also they have a number in the bottom corner. So I'm going to guess at times you might be pointed to a specific number card, and that's how you'll find it. So there's that. And then we have these small cards, which it looks like are ability cards. Oh, there's, oh my gosh, there's a ton of different types of cards in here. Okay. Let's see here. There's 4 different types of cards in this little deck. Okay. Oh, each character gets access to their unique deck of ability cards. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Okay, so this is probably going to be the yellow character. It says Charm is my middle name. And then there are abilities on the back. I know they all have 3 dots. I don't know what that means, but anyway, so there's those. So that's one character. Then here's the green. It says Driven by Grief. And then again, you're going to have your own unique set of abilities. That's really cool. Then this would be the purple. And what does it say? Strong Aura. And it's got like this skull on the front. Very cool. And little different little abilities. So each one's going to be slightly different, right? And there's a decent set. It feels like there's maybe like 10. Oh, they must be rounds maybe. Okay, I couldn't, it was tripping me out. So there's a little S there. So maybe that's like the starting, and then it goes to a 1 and a 2 and a 3 in the upper corner. So I'm not exactly sure how that plays out, but there's some sort of numbering to it. Distracting me from counting how many there actually are. There's 12. Okay, this is going to be the red character, and it says Old Soul. I love that. Okay, so then here's some of the things that one's going to have. So it seems like that one's maybe a vampire. It's kind of what they're trying to get at. Okay, so there's those. And those were there. And then these were here. And that's everything, really. That's everything. But the other thing is this game was supposed to come with a booklet. And because I got this a little bit ago and I hadn't unboxed it yet, I did actually get the booklet in the mail. And it's kind of just like I think it's for notes or whatever, but it has like a lot of the same artwork and stuff, the characters and just some open pages. So these are like what the characters look like and some of the bad guys. Like the bad guy that had the skull on his stick. That's the wrong word, but that's what he looks like up close. A staff. That's the word I'm looking for. So then these are some of the characters and some of the bad guys. So anyway, all kinds of artwork and stuff. But I just got this the other day. So anyway, that was cool. So that's everything that's in the Dark Quarter. Keep in mind there's an app that you have to use to sort of like run the game so you know exactly what to do, but there's still a decent amount of parts. There's these really cool dual-layered boards, and they're very thick with information about the characters on the back. Each character has a unique set of ability cards that they get to play with. There's all kinds of cool cards with like, you know, really cool graphics, both on the back and on the front. And then the QR codes to go to the app so you can learn more information. You have little caricatures. This is one of the bad guys. And then like the really big bad guy, he's huge. So there's a really specific spot for him in the tray as well. And then a bunch of cards that are locations. So even though the city board is kind of a little bit smaller than most game boards, there's a ton of these location cards that are going to go along with it, right? It kind of reminded me of like Lobotomy, where you have that modular setup and stuff. So then anyway, so then there's a bunch of cards with a bunch of different locations and lots of artwork there. A really nice insert as well to go over the top. And then there's some tokens that are going to go in here. Check this out. It took me a minute to realize it. But this comes off and then like holds all those in. So I'll have to figure out exactly which tokens go in there, but that's really cool. And then there's a bunch of other tokens and like lights and different things like that. And then characters of people you're going to run into along the way. And other dice, some really big unique dice for the players, smaller and bigger. And then also, you know, all the little cubes to track your skills that are going to sit in here. And a really great insert. And also a surprise. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching Hexahole Board Games. So spoiler, if you want to keep watching, hopefully you probably want to wait, but just in case you wanted to see, someone actually finally put something under the box. I'm so excited. So I lifted this up and sure enough, there was something under here and I went, oh, gasp. So it's a little envelope and it has some writing on it and basically says like you found the envelope and if you want to know, you know, there will be some cards that you're familiar with. I just skimmed it really fast and it'll self-destruct, but not really. So it's got a sticker and it's got a QR code. So I don't want to open it. I'm not going to actually open it because I don't want to spoil it for me either. But just know that there is something extra underneath when you get there. And yeah, don't tell anyone.